crank. I've never thrown one of these before. The crank. Rim profile for you. I'm gonna wink at you at the same time. This is a 13.5 -22, so high speed, but it has turn to it, it seems. I'm sure there's gonna be, hopefully there's gonna be some turn to it with this headwind, or either it's lying to me a lot, but I'm gonna anticipate that it'll get some turn in these headwinds. It's crazy windy, I'm sorry. Evidently the weather just is not gonna stop with the wind right now. I can't get a review done without wind, so we have to just march through it and see what happens. So keep that in mind, there's wind. Oh, we got a like goal. Let's get these likes to 250 on this video. Let's push them. We need to push these likes up, get some video engagement out here. It'd be good for YouTube. All right, we got the crank, 13 speed, headwind, hyzer. Oh God, there it is again. It wasn't blowing until Martin showed up and I was getting ready to film this. I'm gonna just throw the disc. I'm putting it on the hyzer, not crazy high power. Yeah, I expected that to hyzer quite a bit. I didn't throw that too hard, so.
You still ended up on the bank across the track.
Yeah, it's not bad though. If I power up on that, I might get a full flight out of it or something. It is 13 speed, so. All right, let's crank on the crank. I think I'm gonna try to go again to the right like I did the heat in the last video that I did. I'm gonna try, hit it flat because it is high speed. Just hit the gap. Oh, well, hit something, please. Now, okay, it's not gonna get too far, I don't think. Wow, that's a lot more stable than what I assumed it was gonna be. The crank is on the box, and I'm going to have to crank with all of my might, I think, to fight this tailwind. I don't know if I can actually throw this disc really well because it is a 13 speed. And with the tailwind, it's gonna act like a 3 speed for me. Probably, maybe. I'm aiming for the biggest gap and trying to hit it hard and just gonna send it. Oh, so beefy. Okay, it disappeared. How can a -22, like, I feel like that has more understable numbers than what a Rive has, and a Rive does not fly like that. Don't know if I should chalk it up to the tailwind and the craziness of the wind, or that disc just doesn't match its numbers. Maybe. I'm going to throw this very high, I think, and let it stall because this thing is acting like it's like a 13, 4, 1, 5 or something for me right now with this tailwind, and that is not the numbers at all. So let's throw it high and see if we can get the whole twos basket on a hyzer. There we are. Shing! Right in the circle of the twos basket. I'm sorry, I'm facing away from the camera to try to keep the wind off the mic on my neck. So, yeah, it did what I was expecting it to. That's a stable disc. I'd be curious if there's less stable plastics, but that plastic seems to be pretty overstable. Okay, and for a good test for this crank, we're gonna go forehand. Oh, and golly, that is awful. Now I gotta rethrow that. That is so bad. I screwed the last forehand up with this crank. I'm gonna try to go lower power, almost maybe even stand still, because this is not a far hole, and try to get the forehand correct. Out the way, Josh. Okay, so what I'm finding is I don't know how to throw this disc on a backhand, because that flips up way too easy compared to what the backhand was doing. So something with spin, I assume. I've would love to get a really good backhand with this where I actually get over on it and get some sort of distance. I don't know if that's going to happen, but we are going to attempt it. Oh, no glide. That's just dropping, baby. Oh, that's disappointing. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, I'm not vibing with this disc that much. The last one, I thought I hit the angle good, too low and dropped. I just gotta try to be smooth with this thing. Let's see if we can get a shot. Once again, nope, not my disc. I don't like it. I'm sorry. I apologize. I said that in anger. Okay. Last throw with the crank because I'm done with this disc. We're going hyzer. I'm done. I don't like that. I don't know. I'm being negative on this disc. Well, here we are. The crank. I didn't vibe with this. I'm sorry. I don't like giving reviews whenever I just don't click with the disc very well. And that's what happened today. I had more expectations for this disc to have more turn to it or be more accessible for it. I could not figure this disc out. Let me know if you throw the crank. It just wasn't flying for me. It just was not doing what I wanted it to. I had one good forehand with it that was pretty surprising. It surprised me. But backhands and stuff was just not doing it. It might be for you. I don't know. I could be wrong. It might be the wind today that was really giving me a hard time with the higher speed. But I just wasn't vibing on this crank. So I'm sorry, crank. But I mean, I can't say a whole lot more about it. It's very high speed. It's a 13 speed. Maybe another company would call that a 12. I don't know. I wasn't getting very comfortable grips on it for a backhand, so maybe that's part of it as well. But you let me know what you think about it. I was not getting good hits on it, so that's just my experience with the crank. I wish I had maybe a different plastic. This one's pretty stiff. I don't like stiff plastics either that much, so that might have been a factor as well. It was the stiffest disc I had out here today. Yeah, I mean, that's all I got to say about it. There's not much else to harp on really, but if you want to try one out, Throwmore might have me a discount code right here. You can go buy whatever you want from them, but if you want to try one of these, they probably have one. You might even be able to get this one, or you can try my RPM discs discount code somewhere around here and get something from RPM. But it's getting really windy, so I want to get out here. That's all we got. Till next time, peace.